Incredibly disturbing video released today of Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice knocking out his then fiancee inside an elevator at a hotel in Atlantic City. Today, the Ravens cut Rice, and the NFL followed suit by suspending the star running back indefinitely. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh just wrapped up a news conference. Our Justine Waldman is tracking the developments. She joins us now with more from our newsroom. Justine.
Well, we just heard from Ravens head coach John Harbaugh. He was asked whether the Ravens ever saw that new video prior to this morning, and he claimed that the team saw it for the first time today and, quote, it changed things. After seeing it, he did talk with Ray, and then he told the press he wished nothing but goodwill for Ray and his now wife.
When someone that you care about does wrong, you know, and is faced with the consequences of doing wrong, and rightfully so, it is tough. It is hurtful. And my pain is for both of them as a couple, you know, and going forward, my hope is that they can make it work.
John Harbaugh was asked why the video that you're looking at right now was not made available to the team. He said, quote, it was not there for us. But Harbaugh had no answer as to why that was the reason, though he does absolutely believe the Ravens did their due diligence to find all the necessary video available. And even though Rice is no longer on the team, John Harbaugh said he and his wife offer Rice and his wife support as they try to move forward.
All right, our team coverage continues. Now, how did we get to this point in the Ray Rice domestic violence saga? Rice arrested initially in mid-February. In May, Rice was accepted into an intervention program for first-time offenders. His record will be cleared if he's compliant with certain rules, like attending counseling sessions, and his wife refused to testify against him. July 24th, the NFL suspends Rice for 2 games. Today, the NFL said at that point, when they made that decision, they hadn't seen the video from inside the elevator. Meanwhile, August 28th, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell admits that he made a mistake in suspending Rice for only 2 games and announces a new domestic violence policy. First-time offenders now suspended at least 6 games. Second-time offenders banned for life. And just 2 weeks after that announcement today, the video surfacing and the Ravens release Ray Rice. The NFL suspends him indefinitely. Pam.
Well, a number of athletes took to social media today to express their concerns about the video, and some had strong reactions. Retired Saints player LeCharles Bentley tweeted his mind was made up that he was going to hit her when they got on that elevator. Couldn't be my daughter. Suspension would be the least of his concerns. Terrence Knighton of the Denver Broncos tweeting this: as players, we must speak up, stand up for what's right. No place for this. Others say the initial punishment by the NFL and the Ravens didn't go far enough. Former NFL punter Chris Cluey tweeted, the Ravens releasing Ray Rice is because people are upset the behavior was made this public. They had no issue before. And former lineman London Fletcher addressed NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell directly. To say you got that wrong is an understatement. Very disappointed in you. The Ravens' decision to cut Rice from the team getting a mixed reaction from anti-domestic violence advocates. As Crown 4's Dan Kerman tells us tonight, while they are pleased that he was disciplined, they are disappointed it took video of the abuse for it to happen.
Anti-domestic violence advocates say the Ravens' firing of Ray Rice and the NFL's indefinite suspension of Rice is a step in the right direction.
We are pleased to see that there is some action that is taking place.
But Carolyn Thomas Russell with the battered women's shelter A Safe Place says it should not be the public release of this video that forces the NFL to do the right thing.
Had this not been captured on film, had we not seen the images of the abuse and the level of abuse that took place, had this been a word of mouth, had this been just her word, because most often the burden of proof is on the victim, had we not truly seen the images, would this have occurred today? I don't believe so.
Thomas Russell says the NFL has ignored the problem for years and is now just waking up to domestic violence in its ranks. She says it still has a long way to go. Case in point, the 49ers allowing defensive lineman Ray McDonald to continue playing despite his arrest for domestic violence.
Unless these players are penalized, there is no way we will ever be able to feel comfortable to talk about this issue. Victims, wives, girlfriends will not come forward until a very strong message is sent.
Anti-domestic violence advocates say if the NFL really wants to take this seriously, they need to put prevention programs in place to stop these things from happening in the first place. Dan Kerman, KRON 4 News.